Welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Gonna dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small.
Why, hey there, my fabulous listener. Welcome to episode 174 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. Today, we are going to talk about income streams and why having multiple income streams is so important for business success. So that's a big topic for today. So I'm so glad that you are lending me your ears today to tune in and listen to this very important episode that I think might just help set you up for 2022 and beyond as well. Of course, you can find all the show notes for this podcast at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/174. If there's something that I talk about or a link that I'm talking about, you can always head to those show notes and pick all those up there rather than writing them down or trying to remember them. If you could take a screenshot of you listening to this podcast and tag me in social media, I would be so excited to see those and to cheer you on as part of your cheer squad. Otherwise, if you can leave a rating and a review wherever you are listening to this podcast, that would really warm my heart. What a great way to start off the year that would be. The other week on the podcast, I talked about preparing for a new year and spoke really briefly about income streams. In fact, I made a note for myself that this has to be a podcast episode. So here it is. I've decided to do a whole podcast episode on income streams. Income streams and how diversifying them is one of the keys to business success. Apparently my S's are getting a little bit tongue-tied today. Okay, and it's not science. It's not me saying this. It's actually fact. The fact is, if you derive all your income from one source, that is a super risky business model. One source disappears and boom, you're out of business. And I see it often. Well, I don't see people getting all their income from one income source, but I see them getting all their income majority of their income from one business, from one source. And I've actually seen businesses go under because of that. It might look different if you're in retail versus service-based businesses, but the theory is still the same. In retail, you might get your income from menswear range or a ladies' wear range or from corporate contracts. You might do high-end fashion, but also have some fashion items that appeal to the masses. You carry probably different labels, so if one label went out of business, you don't go out of business. Basically, it's all about not putting all your eggs in one basket. For service-based businesses, it's about having different income streams. If you think about lawyers, well, they do, court work, they do conveyancing work, they do probate work. They've got different income streams within that one business. The rule of thumb is that no one client or no one income stream should be worth more than 30% of your overall business. Because if you lose that income stream, then losing 30% of your business overnight means your business is now really struggling. And we don't want that, do we? Absolutely, we don't. So we're going to do a bit of an exercise. I want you to write down all your income streams and I want you to put a percentage next to them. Your percentage, of course, is what income how am I going to explain this? So the percentage is the percentage of income made from that income stream. So if you think about, how much you make is a 100%. So if you make $100,000 a year, that's a 100%. How much does each income stream contribute to that overall figure that you have? So now if you only have one income stream, then we really need to chat, and we need to chat super quickly, because I would actually be really afraid for your business model at this stage. So I'm sure there's not many people in the world that have just one income stream. But if that happens to be you, then reach out. We really do need to have a bit of a chat about that. You need to diversify your business to survive. And if the last 2 years have taught us anything, they've taught us about diversity on so many levels. To help you out and give you some examples, here's some income streams in my business. So I have one-to-one coaching, I have group mastermind coaching, I have speaking and workshops, I have webinars, I have my private membership, I have affiliate marketing, podcast sponsorship, retreats, book sales, and of course Spend With Us, Buy From a Bush business memberships, corporate packages, and percentage of transactions that go through that marketplace. So they're the majority of income streams that I have in my business. There's a few other odds and sods, but as you can see, I have a lot of diversity in my business when it comes to income, and I've needed to. That's what the past 2 years have 100% taught me. 2 years ago, I wanted to break away from the one-to-one coaching model and do more speaking. Then a pandemic hit and my diary full of speaking activities turned to dust basically overnight. But then people started to approach me more about private coaching. So I was like, well, if that's what people are asking for, then that's what I need to do inside my business. Obviously, speaking is out of the question. Little did I know that speaking would be such a big activity in the end through Zoom and webinars and things like that. But basically, I followed the money. I opened my books back up and took on more private clients. It's not what I had planned, but who plans for a pandemic, right? So that's what I've been taught about income streams. I've always known how important they are, but now I've lived through the fact that diversity will really sink or make your business. So what are your income streams and what percentage do they contribute to your overall income? I hope you've got that written down. I hope you've got a list. Otherwise, press pause or make yourself a note to do that when you get back from driving the car or running or whatever it is that you're doing, because I really think that you need to see this in black and white written down on paper. So now, just for good measure, we're going to take a complete U-turn and put our marketing hats on, because I can't pass up the opportunity whilst you're thinking about your income streams to pop in some marketing strategy into your head as well. So you have a list of your income streams and the percentage of total contribution to your income. So now I want you to put next to that income stream the answer as a percentage to this question. How much time and energy as a percentage do you spend growing that income stream? How much marketing goes into making that income stream work for you and become more profitable for you? Be honest with yourself, because otherwise you're just fooling yourself. No one else needs to see this. But what I hope this little exercise tells you is that if you have an income stream that's 35% of your overall income and you only spend, say, 5% of your time nurturing and growing it, then there's part A of your 2022 plan to grow your business. There's where you can put more energy into your marketing to help grow that particular income stream. And vice versa, if you have something that contributes like 5% to your overall income, but you're spending 40% of your time on it, then it's time to rethink that strategy. Email marketing and social media, respectively, are two I often come across here with my clients when we are looking and discussing this. They successfully complete an email marketing campaign, which brings in like 40% of their income, and then they don't do any more email marketing. They kind of forget that that it works when it comes to income, so they forget to put the effort and energy into email marketing. Or they spend so much time on social media posting and commenting and creating content, but social media rarely brings in any direct income. It's like topsy-turvy land, right? Think about your income, where the growth can come from, and therefore where you should be putting your energy and where your marketing strategy should be focused. Perhaps go back and listen to episode 135, which is all about your 3 money-making activities. It's a great re-listen after this episode to get you in the habit of thinking about income and where you should spend your time. You can, of course, find that episode at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/135. Otherwise, wherever you're listening to it, just scroll back to episode 135 called 3 money-making activities. So, do you need more income streams? Do you even know what that would look like in your business? Do you need to do some research and see what other people are doing, or chat to some people in your industry and see what they're doing successfully? I often find networking is such a great marketing activity when it comes to seeing what others are doing and get inspiration from them. They don't have to be in your same industry, but sometimes they just, in talking to people outside your industry, you can get great inspiration. Or maybe you need to tailor in your business. Maybe you have too many income streams and none of them are quite getting enough attention to help them grow and really fulfill their potential to make them super profitable for you. It's kind of like you're spread too thin over too many different income streams. Do I think I've got too many income streams? Yeah, absolutely. Can I do anything about that? Yeah, absolutely. So maybe you and I could work on this together. But I also think that I'm really, even though I've got a lot of income streams, I'm really quite happy with where I'm spending my time in that, little income streams such as affiliate marketing really doesn't get a lot of my time and just seems to bring in a nice little bit of income every month. But for the energy I put into it, it definitely brings in the appropriate amount of money. So even though sometimes you have a lot of income streams, it's really looking at the percentage of energy and effort you're putting into it to reflect, do you need to get rid of it? Do you need to ramp it up or ramp it down? I'm really happy to have a chat with you about all of this, so feel free to reach out and book a discovery call and see how I can help you. Or alternatively, let's head into the Like-Minded Business Owners Facebook group and tag me and let's talk about income streams there. Thinking about your income streams and diversifying them and what energy needs to be spent where and how they contribute to your overall income is a really great way to begin your year. So again, let's have a bit of a chat about income streams, or just make sure that you do this little exercise where writing them down and put a percentage next to them of how much they contribute to your overall income, and then a percentage next to it on how much energy you put into that, and working backwards from there to get a really solid plan for 2022. Remember, you can find all the show notes at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/174, including how to book a discovery call with me, a free 30-minute chat where we can chat income streams. But otherwise, I will see you next week on episode 175. But in the meantime, if we're not friends on social yet, then head over to Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn and find me over there. Instagram at @JenDonovan_. Facebook, come and join the Like-Minded Business Owners Facebook group. Or, of course, in LinkedIn, come and connect over there at Jen Donovan. But whatever you do, remember, my small business peeps, as my opening song says, there is no point in dreaming small.
No time like the present. Tell it like you feel it, say it proud, be true, and let us see you for the star that you are. No point in dreaming small.
I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Yorta Yorta people, on which I record this podcast and conduct my business today, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend this respect to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here with us today as well.